So we all know the globalist UN, their endless crusades is to cool the planet by a degree. They boast a 97% scientists agreement on as far as climate changes and the source of that being man-made activity. And the other 3% being deniers, right? A good old, cultural Marxist term. But according to Gregory Wrightstone, director of the CO2 Coalition, a lot more are skeptical than 3%, and asked if the many scientists, PhD holders such as himself, engineers, and energy experts that make up the coalition believe in climate changes. He replied, yes, it's been happening for hundreds of millions of years, but the question is it man-made, and is it beneficial or harmful to ecosystems and humanity? And that 97% consensuses are very easy to come by with generalized questions such as, has the carbon increased in the atmosphere, and has the measurable temperature increased over the past 150 years? But states that it's absolutely impossible to measure man's part in that, and the claim is scientifically unsupportable. He goes on to state that it's impossible to quantify the amount attributed to humans, and that 75% of all the papers published that make this correlation all revert back to a single work by a guy in the name of John Cook, where he states that him and 12 climate extremists and absolute fearmongers came together to put together this very opinionated work, where some of which have absolutely no training in climate or any doctorate or anything like that, basically read works by other people and came to this conclusion. And that it's been used as far back as 2004, with Al Gore citing a paper that cites this work in his Inconvenient Truth, thereby just one good example of how it all reverts back to the same thing. Yet we have governments and an ever increasing developing world government that wants to break you, make you eat bugs, and live in cold dark to change the climate by a degree, when you have apparently a pretty extensive amount of minds and scientists that are saying this is asinine, or at least prove it or stop lying by omission.